What's going on, guys? It's EJ from mypathtoself.com here. Been a while since I've been on. I've gotten incredibly busy lately. I've got a bunch of web design and graphic design projects going on right now, as always. But you guys don't want to hear about that. Anyways, video I want to talk about today is on the duality or the dichotomy of human existence, right? So we all know, there's different ways of looking at the world. People look at it in terms of good and evil, or black and white, or Hillary and Trump, or ketchup and mustard, whatever. It's like there's always two things that complement and or contradict each other. They're the exact polar opposites of each other. And so people filter the world through their belief system that they've developed over years of living, like things they've done wrong, things they've done right, getting rewards for doing something good with your life, or punishments for doing something bad. And all of this process, it starts developing us into a certain person, a certain kind of person. And that kind of person that we are, or that we become, it really shapes the way that we see the world. So someone who is poor and happy and healthy and all that stuff, even though they're poor, they truly cannot understand how a rich person could spend money on drugs and get hooked on drugs and ruin their life, and you gotta think, if you're born into a rich environment, you're rich, you're born with the silver spoon, whatever, you can only see the world from that perspective, and people hold you at a certain expectation. They have expectations of who you're supposed to be, and you might not, that might make you very unhappy, and it takes all the challenge out of life. And I truly believe that this duality of having challenge and then progress, and I think death gives meaning to life, or you can't have light without a shadow, or you can't have shadow without a light. Just all of these things, they all relate in that way. And what really brought this up for me is because I got a bunch of comments on YouTube recently on different videos that I've commented. One was about creation theory versus evolution, right? And so I don't know if I've mentioned this on here before. I'm not religious. I don't have a problem with people that are religious. In fact, I actually like learning about what they study, what they believe, all that stuff, because I'm a philosophical and very interested in psychology kind of person. This is what I spend my free time thinking about, is the world and existence. And I love having deep conversations. I go to a party or a bar or something, I wind up inevitably winding up in a conversation that is something deeper than anyone else in the room has even talked about in the last month. So that's what I like talking about a lot. But so I got these comments, and the whole point there was, I'm not religious, and so I go on this thing. I'm a scientifically minded person, so when someone tries to deny that evolution ever exists, it couldn't exist, things don't evolve, then I have to point out the fact that, there are hundreds of breeds of dogs that, people selectively breeded and created breeds based on traits that they wanted in their perfect dog, whether it's the short and stocky bulldog, or, the German Shepherd, it's a big fucking monsterly dog that can really hurt someone, or what, all of these things. And so I have to argue these points. Or for example, people that garden, people that grow or breed orchids, tulips, weed, all that stuff. And they breed them selectively. They take two different plants that both exemplify a trait that they're trying to get in the final product, and they continue picking out the best one in the bunch every generation, and they combine them and they combine them and they combine them, and ultimately over time they start developing these profiles of these traits that they're looking for. And that is evolution. That's evolution on a much quicker scale. That just proves bet it's, I mean, without any other empirical scientific data or anything like that, I mean, I'm sure I could Google it and find you a bunch of that. But anyway, so, I mean, I know I'm going on to a tangent here, but like, so these people are arguing against this theory that is kind of plain, like, it's very obvious to me. I mean, but at the same time, like, I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking, you know, like, they're arguing creation theory and somehow that is obvious to them as well. Like, I mean, that's obvious to them, and it's obvious that evolution is bullshit, which in my opinion is not correct. But at the same time, I mean, like, it's a different perspective, you know, it's a completely, totally alternate, you know, it's a polar opposite of what I believe in that sense, you know. And so this other one was about, you know, what was it? Someone said cam girls, you know, like the girls that do shows on webcam and they get paid decent money to do it. And, you know, I mean, a lot of those girls, that's how they make their money, like, that's how they work their way through college or whatever, you know. And I mean, I see benefit in that. And this girl basically argued that, you know, well, the girl who said that she was a cam girl said that she does it and she doesn't feel bad about it at all because, you know, she knows that there's people out there, and when the people watch her, it's not just about a sex thing, it's like they connect with her, you know. And I mean, I totally get that, you know. There's some people out there, like, this is my belief, there's some people out there that, you know, have crippling social anxiety. And I know this because, I mean, I've been in places in my life where, you know, it was more debilitating than others, but I have social anxiety. That's why I am creating this supplement company. That's why I want to go out of my way to get people out of their shell. I mean, through my supplement or through helping them personally, like talking to them one-on-one, finding out where the root of their problems really is. And I mean, so it's kind of a deep thing for me, you know. I mean, I know that's a kind of weird place to go from the whole cam girl thing, but I mean, there's people, you know, like, there's people out there with disabilities, there's people with low self-esteem or depressed people or whatever, you know. And going on one of these things, you know, watching one of these girls or talking with one of them or whatever, you know, it very well could be therapeutic to them, and it could make them, you know, either it could boost their self-esteem, or, you know, if they're like a severely depressed person, it could, you know, not necessarily pull them out of depression, but it can keep them away from, you know, some suicidal beliefs or suicidal thoughts or tendencies, you know. Like, I mean, I can see benefits. And not only that, but the girl is surviving, you know, she's paying her rent, and you know, she has a job, she works her own hours and stuff like that, she's making it work. And even if this girl that had commented against it, basically saying that, you know, okay, so maybe you do make some of these viewers happy, it's artificial happiness, because, you know, I mean, real happiness is to go out into the world and meet someone and get it that way. And that's what brought up the social anxiety thing for me, you know. It's like, not everyone has that ability. Like, some people literally cannot bring themselves to walk up to a stranger. And it's sad, you know, it's really fucking sad, because you see some of these people that have lived like this for 30, 40 years, and they are depressed and lonely as shit. I mean, let me just be honest with you. Like, I mean, like I said, you know, there was certain times in my life where I was that person. I didn't know how to talk to people. Like, I mean, I couldn't imagine myself, you know, posting videos on YouTube or going out of my way to fly to fucking Miami all the way across the country so I can go to an event with, you know, 300 like semi-strangers. Sorry. Bug. But you know, it's just basically the whole point of this whole thing is that, you know, everyone has their own lens that they see the world through, and it's shaped on your beliefs. And so if you learn what your beliefs are, and you learn how to change, improve, all those kind of things, change your beliefs, all that stuff, then you can change the lens that you see the world through. And you know, I mean, keep in mind, again, with the dichotomy and the duality, this can go both ways, you know. So you can completely revolutionize the quality of your life and make your life into something that you've always dreamt it to be, or you can go in reverse and you can turn yourself into a hermit and, you know, start believing that the world is an evil place, evil, you know, thinking all in black and white, like like that's either evil or that's good. No, that is good from the perspective of the person who's doing it, because people always are trying to, they have good intentions. They always have good intentions. And the problem is that, you know, like I said, we all have our own lens that filters the world. And, you know, if that lens is cracked, then, you know, you're gonna have some problems. You're gonna run into problems, and you're gonna believe, you're gonna be seeing through a distorted lens. You know what I'm saying? So basically you have to, I mean, observe the world around you. Don't just blindly follow what you see. Don't just, like, you hear something on the news that says, oh, this company is evil, or this company is good, or whatever. I mean, you got to see it from not just a biased perspective. You have to be as objective as possible with everything. I mean, because every single sensory input, every single experience that you have, everything you witness in your life, you know, is going to it's like the butterfly effect. It's ultimately gonna change or affect your personality in some way. Some things are gonna change it more than others. And you have to make absolutely sure that these experiences and these memories that you're forming and these beliefs that you're forming in your head are to your benefit. You know, they're helping you and not hurting you. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I know this is a long video, but like I said, I've been busy as shit lately. It's been hard to get online. You know, I think I even kind of missed out on the second half of the 7-day challenge because I got overwhelmed there for a minute. But it's all good. I'm back. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please click the subscribe button below. I promise I'm gonna try to do more videos, because this one was especially fun. I mean, I miss doing videos when inspiration strikes, instead of just because I say I'm gonna do them every single whatever day. So I'm gonna try to do more of these. I mean, I can't promise, you know, like I don't want to say I'm gonna post another one tomorrow, because I might not, but at the same time I'm going to definitely be doing some reading and whatnot tonight, and so I'm gonna try to come up with some topics. But anyways, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later.